Hello and welcome to Design Boss Dialogue, the podcast where bold and ambitious women in interior design come for real conversations to transform and take their businesses to new heights. I am your host, Lisa Marie El-Khadraoui, interior designer and business mentor, here to share my experiences and insights into running an interior design business, as well as empowering you to build the confident, profitable design business you've been dreaming of and truly deserve. In this space, we blend creativity with strategy to help you craft your success and thrive in the world of design. Every episode is packed with unfiltered, no BS conversations, daily inspiration, and actionable business tips to turn your passion into a thriving, cash-rich business. Together, we're redefining what it means to succeed in the interior design industry, one intentional, game-changing decision at a time. So get ready to step up, elevate, and create the design empire you've always envisioned. Welcome back to Design Boss Dialogue. In today's episode, I'm going to delve into how to dress confidently in your business, as well as wardrobe declutters, how to refresh for spring, and what a stylish outfit can do for your mind, body, and soul. And joining me on today's podcast is Susie, owner and founder of Styled by Susie, created in 2012. Susie is a registered style coach and qualified in 2011. She is a mum to a teen boy and absolutely understands the pressure of feeling and looking good when most of the time, us mothers, we just feel tired and jaded. Susie wanted to bring personal styling into every woman's life, and she believes it's a service that should not be limited to the rich and famous, which I completely agree. All of Styled by Susie's advice is based on high street stores and prices, and they believe in dressing for style, not fashion. Styled by Susie is a friendly and affordable personal styling service helping women with their confidence by dressing for their body shape and colouring, and available via online sessions, personal shops, and their exclusive community. Welcome, Susie, to today's podcast. I'm so excited to have you on.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me on. I've been secretly hoping you were going to ask me.
Absolutely. Of course. I am really excited about today's podcast because I am an avid fan of yours. I am a big follower of your business and your account and all the amazing things that you do behind the scenes. But I want you to explain to everyone, who is Styled by Susie and the amazingness that she does?
Oh, thank you for that wonderful introduction. So I'm Susie. My business is Styled by Susie. I'm a personal stylist, and it's so much broader than that. So let me just fill you in. So I've been running my personal styling business for 13 years this year. Wow. So long time. Started off as a hobby, just wanted to make women feel amazing. Women like me that shopped in high street stores. I was working in an office job at the time and felt like my creative side was really stifled in the office environment. So I did a personal styling course, and the rest is kind of history. I was working locally, word spread really fast. So I was going to clients' houses, I was doing fabric draping, colour analysis like I've done on you, Lisa, helping them feel empowered in their bodies, whether they just had a baby or whether they were going through the menopause, all these different stages of life that women go through, helping them feel their best selves and giving them that advice and those tools to go into a shop themselves and know that they could shop in that place, that clothing is an inclusive thing. Style is an inclusive thing, no matter what age you are, no matter what size you are, no matter what shape you are. And it's kind of grown since then. So I created the online style analysis format, and we've now worked with over 10,000 women worldwide.
I
online,
love this.
Which is insane. We'd never actually counted it until recently. And I always thought to myself, it's in the thousands. I know it's in the thousands. But yeah, it blew my mind when I realised how long it had been. And yes, so we're doing online work, we personal shop with clients, and I'm now writing a weekly column for my weekly magazine as their
Which I
fashion
love,
expert.
by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's such a lovely magazine. It's feel good, isn't it? There's nothing nasty in there. It's a little pocket of sunshine. And I'm like the go-to fashion expert for things like Hello magazine when they want coverage about what the royal family are wearing. And it has grown from a tiny, tiny seed to something huge that I still love 13 years later.
I love all of that. And when you're explaining all of this, I'm getting like tingles up my arm because I can feel the passion. I can feel the business. And obviously, you have supported so many women globally with dressing, feeling beautiful, feeling gorgeous within themselves, and really helping them no matter what shape or size they are. And obviously now that the magazine's come out, it's just a little bit more that great touch point with you, because I know I love receiving the magazine, comes through at the weekend, and I'm literally, that paper's ripped open. Susie's the first page, and I'm like, right, what do I need to get? Getting those shoes, those sunglasses. I love it. And it has supported and helped me with my dressing so much. But today we're obviously going to be talking about the importance of dressing, how confident it can make you feel. But talk to me about the importance of dressing for confidence.
Yeah, I think it's really underestimated how much an outfit can change not only your confidence, but your mood and your frame of mind on a particular day. I always think of it as putting on like a little superhero cape that you can almost step into a different character. And when I first meet clients, they're all on different journeys, but a lot of women are, when they come to me, they are very low in confidence. They are drowning their shapes in baggy clothes, black leggings, because they're using it as almost like an invisibility cloak. And they think, if I wear these clothes, nobody's going to see me, nobody's going to look at me, and I can just fade into the background. And I find something so sad about that, because I think every woman is worthy of feeling confident. And I say to my clients, whether you wear black or whether you wear bright red, people are still going to see you. You're not going to be able to hide from the world just because you're wearing leggings and a baggy top. But imagine you're wearing something that actually really, the colour really makes your skin tone glow, or the neckline really accentuates your shape in the best way, or just, expresses your personality more. It's going to help you hold yourself differently. I've had clients who have felt more confident as a result of their style. So they have gone for promotions. They have maybe gone on a date for the first time in 10 years. They may have gone to a new baby group that they felt they didn't know anybody there. And it gives you that little bit of armor. It gives you that little bit of confidence that you can just be braver, and realizing that you're worth so much more than a baggy outfit that's going to fade into the background. Life's too short.
I love that. And I was and have been one of those women where you drown yourself in the baggiest t-shirt and leggings just to hide, and you think, okay, I'm going to blend in and no one's going to notice me. And I've been there, I've done that. And I know the importance that actually when you work with your shape, and when you look at your colours and you look at your outfits, it really enhances the mindset and the mood so much. You just feel more sexier, more confident, more beautiful. You feel like you can carry yourself differently as well, compared to just drowning yourself in a baggy t-shirt. And hey, there's nothing wrong with putting those leggings and baggy t-shirts on maybe at the weekend when you're doing the supermarket run. Talk to me about the positioning of powerful dressing and what that can really do to a woman in business.
I think you're absolutely right. There's no way that 7 days a week you can be power dressing, like you say, nipping to Tesco's. I mean, by all means, if you want to, then fantastic. But even I don't do that. And I'm a professional stylist. I think realistically, we have to think about the fact that some days are a leggings and baggy t-shirt outfit. But I do think that it's so important in business, in your work life, to show up as your most powerful self. And power dressing can mean it's such a broad term. To some people, it's a trouser suit. To some people, it's head to toe pink. It's whatever makes you feel powerful. And it's really important to have that separation, that you can almost have that section in your wardrobe that is like your superhero cape or your Wonder Woman bracelets, that you put it on and you're like, right, now I'm stepping into business mode Susie or business mode Lisa, and I've got that cape on and I've got that head on, and I'm no longer, obviously, you know, I'm a mum still, but I'm in a very different frame of mind. And I think you're almost stepping into that character. It's still authentically you, but it helps you have that separation. So I think that's a really important tool to use.
I think since you came over and done my colours and really looked at what's working and what doesn't, I look at clothes very differently now, and I've segregated my wardrobe to work Lisa, mum Lisa. And I was looking at stuff and someone gave me something the other day and goes, you should wear this. And I looked at it and automatically goes, oh no, Susie wouldn't approve. And she turned around and goes, sorry, who's Susie? And I was like, she's a stylist. Yeah, that washed out pink won't go down too well with my skin tone, even though I love pink. But I was like, we need to up it a level, babe. We're going hot pink, not blush pink anymore. So, you know, even I have started to segregate the wardrobe out, and I even have different jewelry. And for me, it's really, I always think about the higher self. And this is something that I talk to a lot of the women that I coach is, you know, I want you to really sit and daydream about the higher self. Who is she? What's she wearing? Where does she shop? What makeup is she wearing? The perfume, the shoes, the jewelry. How does she feel when she looks in the mirror? You know, how does she carry herself? How does she talk? And when I get women to build up that picture, I start to say to them, right, what can you do each week to step into her shoes? Is it that you're going to wear a different lipstick this week? Are you going to put your earrings on? Are you going to spray that favourite perfume? When you get your next client paycheck, why don't you go and treat yourself to that top or that one outfit and start wearing that outfit next month? And slowly, I've seen my clients also transition in their own journeys with showing up on camera and carrying themselves a lot more, and then starting to take their clothes. You're like, oh, look at me, look at this. So it's so amazing. And I love the way you call it the superhero cloak or the Wonder Woman bracelets, because there is something so powerful when you, and I know with me, like you said, it was the red lipstick, the red nails. Obviously, I've gone a little bit neutral this week. But the minute I put that lipstick on, I'm like, this bitch is doing it today. She's coming out and she's doing it.
Yes, I love it. And I've really seen that in you on your stories and watching you. You know, you always look amazing. You always look confident. But there's a definite switch, I think, in like a very powerful, but almost like a hint of sort of sexiness with it as well. You know, it's very feminine. You're very powerful with your energy and your clothing, but it's still very feminine and sensual. And I love that. I think so many more women should lean into that.
Can we just appreciate the messages in the DMs? Because Susie is the biggest cheerleader. I love cheerleading women, but Susie is one of the biggest cheerleaders in my camp. And when there is a hot outfit going on, I just get this one message and it's like, fit or nails. And I'm just like, yes, Susie, I see you, I hear you, I love you. We laughed about this.
I noticed it. You know, it's those things that I think they are seemingly small things like a nail colour, but they are so powerful. They really are.
I love it. So let's talk a little bit about trends. So obviously, We are at the beginning of April. We're going into Q2. The sun is shining. May it stay in our skies for the next 6 months.
Yes,
What are the key trends that women should kind of be looking for? So if they want to change their wardrobe or add to their wardrobe over the month of spring and become a little bit more powerful or sexier or confident with their dressing, where would you say to kind of go to or start or add for spring?
I think one of the best things that you can get, and it doesn't have to be expensive, is a really sexy pair of sunglasses. Because even on the coldest sunny day, even if it's 2 degrees outside but it's sunny, you put on a pair of big tortoiseshell sunglasses, heart-shaped sunglasses, whatever it is that appeals to your personality, and it just adds that glamour. Even if you're wearing like a hoodie and tracksuit bottoms, you're going to feel amazing. So I think that's a really affordable way to instantly update your wardrobe, and it always fits. Sunglasses always fit.
Yeah.
I think it really goes for your individual style as well and your taste, because I think for one person, I could recommend something like a suede jacket or something like that that's very on trend at the moment, but that might not be to everybody's taste. But I think trend-wise this season, boho is absolutely huge.
Okay.
Boho is really, it's that kind of, it's floaty, it's feminine. It's not just warm brown tones. You can include some powder blues, some greys in there, layering, that kind of thing. So I'd say boho is a really big trend. Western boots, that kind of thing. But I think the other thing I would say, if there's one thing you should add to your wardrobe this season, purely for dopamine dressing, and everybody can do this straight away, a pair of colourful trainers.
Yes. Do you know what? This is something that I'm adding, a gorgeous pair of colourful trainers. Talk me through the power of colourful trainers.
Trainers are the best way to add a pop of colour to your outfit. If you're a girl that loves black, I still love black, even though it's technically not my colour. But if you're a girl that loves black, but you want to inject a bit of fun in there, you could go for a black hoodie, leggings, and then a really colourful pair of trainers. You could go for a long leopard print midi dress with a bright red pair of trainers. It's really stylish. It's really current, and you don't have to pay £100 for a pair of Pumas. You can get them for £20 in Asda at the moment. You can get them for 30 quid in Next. And it's affordable. It's an affordable way to update your wardrobe. You'll look really current just by changing your shoes. Footwear is one of the most underrated ways to style your outfit and really bring everything up to date.
I really love that, because I think it also goes hand in hand with stepping into the shoes of who you want to be as well. And I know when I put a brand new pair of trainers on, or I put a brand new pair of boots on, or something that I've seen that I've got in a sale or from the high street and that it's current, it automatically elevates me going to work. Whether I'm running into the city or I'm going to see a client, or even when I'm on Zoom calls, if I'm in board meetings, I have my heels on underneath the desk. The Manolos are on.
I love that. Yes,
100%. We're not PJs bottom half down. In a Zoom meeting, I have got my Manolos on under the desk because they feel so sexy. They feel so good.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter that nobody else can see it. I think this is the thing. We have to dress for ourselves. We have to stop thinking about, what do other people want me to wear? What should I wear for my age? What should I wear for my size? What should I wear because I'm going to this event? You should think, I'm going on a call. I'm going on a really important call, and I want to feel sexy. I want to show up in my feminine energy. I want to show up powerful Lisa, boss Lisa, and for you, if you feel amazing having a pair of heels on, doesn't matter that nobody else can see it. It's going to completely change your mindset and your frame of mind. And the more we can dress for ourselves and our authentic selves, the more that's then going to shine through us. Our authenticity is going to shine through, and we're going to stop looking for that validation and approval from other people so much. That's what it's all about.
I absolutely love that. Coming from a fashion background, my kind of style icon growing up was Carrie Bradshaw, Sex and the City. She I ate up the whole of Sex and the City growing up, and the whole New York scene, and how eclectic and beautiful her outfits were. And even to this day, looking at what she wears and how she puts things together. And yes, okay, I don't dress to maybe that extreme, but I always channel a little something, and it feels so good. And I think as a woman, if you can kind of find things that you really like, I know you mentioned to me, like, build a Pinterest board or build a vision board of style that you love, that you can kind of keep channeling through, which I love, by the way.
Yeah, 100%. And I think going back to what you said about Carrie Bradshaw, she was a great example of somebody that dressed exactly as who she wanted to be. And I think that's why we loved her so much. I think it was about the fact that, it was less about her love life that we loved her for. It was her creativity. She didn't dress for anybody else but herself. Yeah. And I think building a Pinterest board is so important. I always have a Pinterest board going, and I create a new one every single season, sometimes maybe just every year. But my style, your style needs to constantly evolve. It's never something that should stay still. So you should always be looking at ways of, what am I going to add now? What's the next way to bring me joy? Who am I at this stage of life right now? And my Pinterest boards have been everything from more kind of edgy, like Wednesday Addams kind of looks, whereas now I'm looking much more at maximalism and really going for it with print clashing and colours, and how can I push myself to do that some more. And I think with Pinterest, it's not a case of I'm going to create this look from head to toe and then I'm going to feel rubbish about myself because I don't have the same shape as the lady on Pinterest. That's not the way to use it. The way to use it is to look at it and think, okay, so she's got jeans on with that. I might do it with a wide leg trouser instead and a colourful trainer. It's using it as inspiration as opposed to copying head to toe. But always have a Pinterest board on the go. Always have one, just every night, have a little flick through. The algorithm is so, so clever. I mean, the ladies listening to your podcast will probably already be really au fait with Pinterest because of the industry you're in. But for a lot of clients I work with, they've never used it before. And it really is a magical tool.
Yeah, I think it opens the eye up to the imagination and really helps you go beyond the high street, which is also really nice because you kind of get a global aspect of what's happening out there. And I know, some women that I've spoken to, they're like, well, I can't just go and spend loads of money and change my wardrobe for my higher self. And I've always said, no, it's not about that. It's about adding one or two elements and starting to scale. So obviously, yes, we see, Paris and Milan, fashion weeks and everything that comes off there, but we know it gets stripped all the way down right to the supermarket, high street stores, and you can pick up the most amazing items from Sainsbury's, Asda, Tesco's, H&M. Next, like you said, that, team that with an everyday jean and a trainer, or, by the way, anyone listening to this, Susie has the most incredible, hottest pink lipstick on, which is phenomenal. She's kind of looking at me for a moment thinking, where the hell is this conversation going to lead to? But, get a gorgeous top that's kind of been dripped down from the runway and team that with a jean and a gorgeous lippy, a bit of a blow dry in your hair and some really cool trainers, and you're done for the day. And it doesn't have to be expensive. You can create that look, can't you, for under 30 quid, under 50 quid.
I mean, you can do it even with something as really simple. I mean, if you really wanted to lean into a trend right now for 4 or 5 quid, bag charms have been at every fashion week for, definitely this season, the one that's just sort of happened, but the one before that, I saw them emerging there. Dua Lipa was wearing them on her bag. like you say, that has now filtered down. So New Look are selling bag charms, M&S are selling them. You can get handmade ones on Etsy, support a sort of small business. Update like a really old bag by chucking on some heart-shaped bag charms or anything that appeals to your personality. And those little touches are actually the things that people notice. It's not always the outfit. It's the shoes they notice. It's the earrings. It's the lipstick. It's the little added touches. They are the important thing.
And I think you can I always like using the phrase sometimes as well, luxury for less. And it's about how you blend items together. You don't have to be dripped head to toe in expensive gear. It's how you blend, what you've got in your wardrobe with a couple of new little bits. And like you just said with the bag charms, later today, I am going to pull out a very old Chloe bag in the wardrobe that was it was my first handbag that I bought on my first paycheck. And it's a beautiful grey suede Chloe bag with a lovely bow that magnetically clips at the top. And I'm going to update it with bag charms. That's going to be my mission this weekend. And take a little photo.
Take a photo of it. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's going to be incorporated in my outfit, for the next week or so. So yes, stay tuned with the bag charms and the bag. I love how women can very easily update wardrobe and add one or two things in. But if you were to give any advice on a woman kind of standing in front of her wardrobe for the spring, or kind of doors wide open and thinking, right, where do I start? What do I do? How do I get rid of things? How do I refresh things? What would be your top tip or advice that you'd give a woman listening to this right now?
I think it can be really daunting to look at your wardrobe as a whole. It's a bit like saying to me, right, Susie, you've got to sort your house out from head to toe in one day. I'd be like, oh my God, no. I'd hide. And I think a lot of people can look at their wardrobe like that. It's very daunting. So I would take it, just go for one drawer of your wardrobe. Just go get it all out on the bed. All the tatty old t-shirts that you've got, a 3-second decision about every single one. Be very quick. Don't take too much emotion into it if you can. And try and sort of clear as much clutter as you can, because you'll then be left with the pieces that you're okay about or the pieces that you love. So the fewer pieces you have to choose from, the more outfits you're going to have. It sounds counterintuitive, but it honestly works. And I think I would look at each piece through fresh eyes. Maybe change your wardrobe around. Set yourself a challenge and say to yourself, right, I've got these dresses here. I've only worn that dress for an afternoon tea, or I've only worn it for a baby shower, but I really love that leopard print dress and I want to wear it for daytime. Add a trainer to it. Add a denim jacket to it, add a biker jacket to it, update, make it sort of daytime. Try and not look at things in your wardrobe as dressy or casual or give them a label. Try and think like, how can I mix things around a little bit? And yeah, maybe that's where Pinterest can come into it. So say you've got, I don't know, like a floral blouse and you think, oh, I don't know how to make that work casually. Go on Pinterest and type in floral blouse jeans, and loads of outfits will come up showing how to style it, how to tuck it, how to tie it, what to accessorize it with, and that will give you extra inspiration. But I definitely think try and weed out a few things first so that your mind can be just a little bit clearer.
I love that. It's the Marie Kondo, does this bring me joy? No, yes. It's going to the charity shop. Might bring someone else joy. And I love that whole declutter. Vinted is a great one to get it up on Vinted or charity shop, and then you know what you're starting with. Okay, so women, if you're listening for spring, if you're feeling really overwhelmed, I want you, like Susie's just said, is just to start small, 1 or 2 drawers or even a rail, and really think about the clothes that's in there. Think about the outfits that you're going to create. Maybe even segregate the wardrobe to business. This is what I wear for the business and this is what I wear, every day. And how can you add those few little touches for spring? Like Susie said, the sunglasses, the bag charms, the lippy, the jewelry. And if we want to go one step further and you want to get in touch and work with Susie, Susie, tell us how you can work with women online and globally and everything in between.
So the in-person sessions, they do get very booked up in advance, but we do offer personal styling in people's homes. So that is with colour draping, giving you advice for your shape and your lifestyle. When I say we, I have a team of stylists because obviously I got a bit busy and needed to bring a few more people in. We also do personal shopping as well, but I understand people listening will probably live all over the place. So if you wanted to work with us online, we offer online style analysis, which is you'll get makeup shades just for your skin tone, for your eye colour. You'll get a colour palette showing you what best colours to wear, which ones to avoid, the best necklines, the best pattern sizes, the list goes on. And that starts from £40.
That is incredible.
And then from there you can take it any way you like. You can then book a hair analysis with my team of hairstylists who offer hair advice for your face shape, and online shops, and the list goes on. We are your Yellow Pages or Google for everything style related.
That is incredible. So from starting for £40, a woman can automatically understand the colours, the shapes, the makeup, the lippy. I love that. So if you're listening and you're feeling, do you know what? I am going to start stepping into my higher self. I'm going to start really turning the dial up on my styling for work and dressing for business and feeling a little bit more confident and sexy and powerful, then I would love you to reach out to Susie and her team. And I'm going to be putting all of her details in the show notes below, as well as her Instagram follow, that you can go and follow her over on her social media page, because it has a plethora of sexy, juicy, delicious photos, advice, and stories every single day that I immerse myself in. I love.
Same. I immersed myself in yours as well. I love it. Mutual love, Lisa.
Mutual. We're doing the hearts down the screen. But Susie, before we wrap up and go, what would be your final tip or advice to give anyone listening with anything?
Okay. This is a big one.
Okay, go for it.
Nobody is looking at you in the level of detail that you are looking at yourself. So just go for it. Nobody is focusing on the parts of your body that you don't like. Nobody is thinking, what is that woman doing wearing a jumpsuit in the middle of the day? Nobody cares, because everybody is so worried about what they're wearing, what they're doing, that you might as well go for it, have fun with it, and spread the joy to another woman along the way.
Oh my God, that is just the best. I love it. And that is so, so true. That is amazing.
It is.
I love it. Susie, thank you so much for coming onto the podcast, beginning of spring, and bringing so much love to the women that's going to listen today, and all your amazing advice.
Oh, well, thank you for having me. And having been to your event, The Visionary, I've still got my vision board in my little special corner of my dressing room.
Oh,
it was just the most amazing event, and I respect you in every possible way. So this is my honour being on your podcast. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Susie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Design Boss Dialogue. If you love what you heard, then please share the podcast with your friends and any women that could do with a dose of empowerment just from me. I would love to hear your thoughts around today's podcast with your key takeaways and wins, because your feedback means everything to me. Also, don't forget to leave a review, as well as hit that follow button so you never miss out on any inspiring conversations with me or any other trailblazing women I have on. Stay tuned for more exciting episodes, and remember, unleashing your inner design power and unlocking your true potential is only a click away. See you next time.